Hey gang, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm sharing my scrapbook process, or not my scrapbook process, my completed scrapbook layouts from the month of March. I actually got a lot done and I even made 3 cards. So why don't we go ahead and start with the cards. This one is using, the cards are basically scraps from my stash. And the background, I bought a set of note cards and envelopes from the Target dollar spot. They were like $3 for 40, I think. So I used that as the background. Added a couple of scraps of paper, some sequins, extra stickers and embellishments, and that's a birthday card right there. Pretty cool, huh? And then I did the same with the other ones. This one's Stay Magical, and I love the sequins that are on it with the unicorn. So the note cards are just one-sided; they don't open or anything. So that's actually kind of nice. And then the last card I made: start each day with a grateful heart. So that could just be used as a birthday card or just a card to say hello, or because it says grateful on it, I could even use it as maybe a thank you card too. So then to get into the layouts, I've been using this 2-page sketch, I guess, a lot this month. And so I used it on this layout of my daughter and her cousin playing last year. The paper is Paprika from Photoplay, and I added a couple Cheeky Studio elements. This is Bella Boulevard, I think. That's Cheeky Studio, the Flamingo Flare, a Flamingo Fun Flare. And then some of the stickers are from the Paprika photo pack as well. I got that for Christmas, and I was really excited to start using it. And like the way that the photos all go across the page here, these cut aparts from that collection just worked so well. To kind of go in between the photos. So I'm really happy with the way this one turned out. I love the bright colors in this collection. And then I've got another one of my daughter and her cousin and her grandparents. I did share this on the blog, so definitely go check that out. This was for a challenge at Scrap Our Stash. She had to, it was sort of St. Patrick's Day themed, use gold and green. And I've got a couple green embellishments on here, gold embellishments as well. The papers are sort of green and goldish. And then they're actually Doodlebug design papers. I bought this pack. It's a St. Patrick's Day pack in 2016, I believe, because I wanted to scrapbook my daughter's first St. Patrick's Day. So it came in handy then. And then I was like, well, what do I do with this paper now? Because St. Patrick's Day isn't really something that my family celebrates, but it was perfect for this themed challenge. And then another challenge I participated in that I just shared on the blog was the White with One challenge. And that was to use white with the color royal blue. So I love these challenges because I usually always start with a black or a white solid color cardstock. And then I take like misting sprays if I have the right colors, and I do some type of like mixed media in with it. And they usually end up coming out very minimalist, which is kind of cool. For this one, I had these pictures of my daughter with an American flag. It was Memorial Day weekend. And so I looked in my stash and I found these America stickers, which might be American crafts. I'm not sure. And then I knew I had a couple like blue circles to go with the circle shape of the photos from an October afternoon embellishment pack. And like not all of the blues are royal blue, but I feel like because they're still blue, they're still within that, same color family. It's going to be okay and it's going to work. Whether or not, the challenge, it gets disqualified from the challenge for not using all royal blue. I don't really care. I just love the way that this turned out. This was for another challenge. I think it was from the Scrap Room, a Jumpstart Sketch Challenge. So I used my 2 photos here of my daughter on slides and I paired the Paprika, which has a bunch of llamas in it, with the llama drama from Cheeky Studio. And that bow is from Cheeky Studio as well. And then I just did the title using a bunch of American craft stickers, the pink shimmery ones and some silver ones. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Summer of Slides, that's what we did all last summer. And I have a feeling we're going to be at the playgrounds again a lot this summer too. This one I was going to show on the blog, and then I didn't have time to add it. So I did this one. I love the way it looks with this dark color from the Paprika collection against the white. But these are pictures of me. I went to an event hosted by Safety First through work, and Clint Harp from that one show that I now can't think of the name, from Fixer Upper. I even wrote it in my journaling, so you should just look there. From Fixer Upper was there. I'm not really sure why they decided to partner with him. I guess because he has kids, and I don't know. Maybe he was just because he was trying to promote. He had a book coming out And he was also getting his own show on the DIY network, I think. So maybe Safety First was looking for someone people knew who also needed to like promote himself. And they were like, let's partner with him. So I don't know. He was very, very nice. And he posed for a selfie with me, which was kind of fun. And I had this Heidi Swap selfie word sticker in my stash. And so I added that to it. And of course, yay, which is a lot of fun. This was a page that I made to use up the last bits of the homemade kit that I put together in January. So the numbers here are supposed to be the time of when we saw the sunsets, Memorial Day weekend last year. It's off. This is off by like a few minutes, but nobody's going to know that except for me. Well, and you guys, because I just told you, but I just wanted to use these numbers and get them used up in my stash instead of just saying, well, I guess I'm never going to use them. I'll just throw them away. I used them and I just sort of made it work. Like years from now, no one's going to know that the sunset on 5/25/18 wasn't at 8:09 p.m. Who really cares? But anyway, so I love this background paper because it reminded me of like a sunburst. And I did a couple, I have these shape pieces in my stash. So I just used them to kind of do some layering with the embellishments. This was an old basic gray and just some like glittery like gauzy stuff that I had up there. So those are pictures of sunsets. And then this was also for a challenge. And I can't think of what the challenge was. But anyway, here it is using the January kit. It's just a picture of my daughter on the swings. I had a whole bunch of like random buttons that I thought fit really well with the color scheme of the papers and everything that I chose. It was just a great way to use up like the last bits of these American Craft stickers, this word sticker. So this was a real like make it work type of layout. And I think I did this actually while I was watching TV. I did this one when I was watching TV too. I think I might have shared these at the beginning of the month. I don't know, because this was a challenge as well, but I can't remember where, but I loved adding these triangle pieces. It was part of the overall sketch. And I used the triangles. These were already cut out as scrap bits of paper that I had in my stash. So I just kind of like the angles of everything here, how it all comes together, especially with the big buttons. So go to the blog. You can see that. You can see them on the blog. This one I did not share. It's just a picture of my daughter eating chocolate cake at someone's birthday party. She would not eat cake at her own parties the first 2 years. Finally, this year for her third birthday, she ate cake. But at this girl's birthday party, she was eating the chocolate cake, like no big deal. So that's what the title is. You do like cake. And then I just used up a bunch of like random buttons and like stickers and stuff that were sort of like food related. I used a sticker down here and some buttons. These were from, this was Basic Gray. This was Bella Boulevard. And then I just added the journaling right there. And this was like a paper pad. This is washi. This is Michael's paper pad. This is Recollection. So it's just like a whole big mishmash using my homemade kit. Now we get into the Tuesday morning kit that I created. And I do have a process video for this one coming up. I'm gonna have to fix that letter. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for that if it's not already up. I don't know when everything is gonna post. But I really like how this came together, and I talk more about the process of that in the video. I did a lot of like project life pages because I'm still trying to finish up scrapbooking my 2015 vacation album. So for this one, which is pictures of the San Antonio Riverwalk, I just put them in here. And like I added my own little bits, 4x6 like cards did my own little embellishing and what have you. But basically it's just the pictures just so that I can get them done, you know? And I'll just really quickly show you this other page that I did. This was visiting the Johnson Space Center in Houston. So I did, you know, like a title 4x6 here. All the pictures are there. And then another 4x6 to do the journaling there. And then it's just pictures. So really, really easy. Here's another page from San Antonio. I was going to do a process video for this and my camera cut out, so that was annoying. But I kind of like this weird sort of like triangle here and how it's like off center with the banners. And how I got the 3 photos on the page, just cutting them down a little bit. This was a cut apart from an American Crafts paper pad, so it's UR, and then I added the stickers here to say here, which is San Antonio, which I would love to go back and check that out more. This one, you know, again, I'm using a lot of sort of triangular shapes. This is one day in NOLA. We only had a day in New Orleans. Most of it was spent at the World War II Museum, which was really cool. I would love to go back and explore more of New Orleans because this was literally like, I took some pictures and then I was going back to print them out. And I'm like, I don't even know what these are pictures of, what I was trying to take a picture of. We did ride this little trolley car to get food and kind of all around the place, which was neat. It was so hot that day, you guys. It was so hot. This is a picture from our hotel in Mississippi, the view that we have. We stayed at the Harrah's Gulf Resort, which was really nice. And again, we were only there for one night. I would love to go back and kind of just explore a little bit more. This was based on something that was in my Pinterest scrapbook cards board. It had a smaller picture. It was actually a smaller layout overall, but I kept it on a 12 by 12. I used a paper punch for this stuff and just kind of did a lot of embellishments. These are Cheeky Studio wildflowers. The rest of it is from my American Crafts, an American Crafts paper pad, stickers and all of that kind of things. I like the way this one turned out. And then we've got, again, using that same American Crafts paper pack, the Cheeky Studio wildflowers, and some of those effervescent sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps. This is pictures of the Fitzgerald home. Scott Fitzgerald and his wife lived in this house for like a year, I think, while they were writing some stuff. And so there's a museum there now, and that is in Montgomery, Alabama. There's actually, when I was looking this up online, there's a lot of stuff on the map in Montgomery that I didn't realize. Like we saw, if I can find it, we also did the Rosa Parks Museum in Montgomery, which was really cool. There's a whole lot of other stuff that we didn't see because we were there for not even a day. It was like we drove in and then we left. But I would love to go back to that area, kind of explore again a little bit more, especially when my daughter gets older, because there is so much history there. So this page uses kind of some of the same elements. I added a bit of washi. This is K and Company, but the same elements that you saw on some of these other vacation photos. And then here's that the 2-page spread, just done up in a little bit different way. But still the pictures going across. And then I used this area to do my journaling for my daughter. These are her 2-year pictures. And so I'm finally getting them scrapbooked. But I just love the way that you can get so many pictures and utilize this design, this page design, in so many different ways. And then I've got one more. I like these Project Life pages. We've got the 4x6s and then the small 4x4s here. This was the only one that I had. So these are pictures of Plains, Georgia, where Jimmy Carter was born. You can see it's me in a peanut because you have to. We did like the schoolhouse, which is a museum. We got peanut butter ice cream. There are all sorts of like photo opportunities there. My husband says he'll never go back, but I love Jimmy Carter, so I really wanted to go and see. But like I'm just trying to get these vacation photos done. So using these Project Life pages was just really easy because it was like insert a photo, insert a photo. I added my own 4x4 like title and journaling here, and then just a few little like embellishment things up here because I didn't have enough pictures to cover all of the inserts. So, these are very easy to do. Even if you're not doing a Project Life specifically like day by day, week by week, you just use them for your vacation photos or whatever. And it makes it so easy to get all of them done. So those are all the cards and the layouts that I finished in March. How many layouts did you guys get done? Make sure that you click subscribe below so you can see scrapbook process videos of even more layouts that I'm going to be working on in April. I made my own kit based on the counterfeit kit challenge for March. So that's the kit I'm going to be working with in April. So check out that video as well so you can see what supplies that I've added. Give this video a thumbs up like. All my social media is below as well. I'd love to connect with you there too. I'm always sharing different scrappy, crafty ideas. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.